6 constituencies across 10 states. We quickly talk about Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, YSRCP MLA, one of them have come out to slap a voter after he raised objections against the MLA skipping the queue. The voter also slapped him back. So another instance that's come to light from Andhra Pradesh. It's a high-octane battle in Andhra Pradesh, with the YSRCP up against the NDA, of which TDP and Jansena are also part of, along with the BJP. Let me go across to Swastika joining us with more details. Tell us more about this instance that's come to light with the YSRCP MLA slapping a voter and the voter slapping him back.
Right. The MLA in question is YSRCP MLA from Tenali, Anna-Bathuni Sivakumar, who was seen slapping a voter, and this happened after the voter reportedly raised objections against the MLA for skipping the queue along with his family and storming and barging into to cast his vote. And in fact, when he raised objections and started commenting, that's when the MLA first misbehaves with the voter and slaps him, and the voter too hits back by slapping at the MLA. In fact, after that, what plays out is complete chaos. The personnel accompanying the MLA was seen hitting and thrashing the voter's family as well, and it took poll officials immediately stopped the clashes and ensured that there was peace after that. But what raises question is this high-handed attitude of the YSRCP MLA, who is clearly seen in the video, not just attacking the voter but also hitting out and beating the family members who were accompanying the voter.
Okay. And any action that's been taken against this YSRCP MLA? Because, this kind of a VVIP high-handedness amid voting is more shocking indeed. And, given that there is a little bit of a security presence there are polling agents who are also present at these booths. Anything that they've been able to do or act in any particular manner?
Well, we've reached out to the poll agents there, seeking details on what exactly was the action taken against the MLA after that, but so far we've not received any word. But having said that, we do have a version from the YSRCP side which says that the YSRCP MLA had reached the spot as the TDP Karyakartas were allegedly mishandling the voters, and in order to stop that, that's when the MLA was seen in the picture. But very poor argument, as one would say, because if you look at the visuals that have now gone viral, it's seen clearly that the YSRCP MLA from Tenali was seen first instigating the voter and even slapping him. There was physical attack, and after that the voter also does not hold back and hits back at the MLA.
Okay. Now, Swastika, given that this is an intense battle playing out in Andhra Pradesh, we do know how simultaneous assembly elections are also taking place. And apart from that, of course, all 25 seats voting this Lok Sabha season. The battle indeed is a heated one, and that's what's playing out on the minds of several in the fray as well. The YSRCP, of course, trying to retain what it had won in 2019, but given the kind of challenge that's coming in from the NDA is perhaps also adding up and leading to this kind of a behavior, but nothing really justifies this. You're waiting for more details on whether or not any action has been taken against this YSRCP MLA. Have you also been able to speak to the voter in this particular case or any of his family members on what they have to say?
Well, definitely it's a high-octane battle if you look at Andhra Pradesh, because it's YSRCP versus TDP leading the alliance, and particularly this could be anybody's game at this juncture. We've covered Andhra Pradesh extensively over the past 2 months, and right now, in fact, on the day of polling itself, you've had at least 4 incidents of violence. This is the 5th one that has come to the fore, where you've seen YSRCP MLA hitting and slapping a voter, and the voter also hitting him back. We have not been able to establish connection with the voter in question, but we are hoping for a reply from the poll body regarding what action has been taken. But we do have a version from the YSRCP side, who in fact blamed the TDP for allegedly misbehaving and instigating Karyakartas, and they've also gone on to say that the MLA in question is at no fault. So the party definitely is defending the MLA there, who was seen slapping a voter, but the TDP too has mounted attack on the YSRCP with TDP leader Nara Lokesh, who's also Chandrababu Naidu's son, tweeting that video and also saying that this is the example that the YSRCP has been setting in the state of Andhra Pradesh since the last 5 years. This is the kind of, as he calls, gundaism that's on full display, VVIP high-handedness that has been the normal norm, as he says, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, appealing to voters that they must now vote for a change and vote for the alliance instead.
Okay, so another election issue that's been served by the YSRCP to the TDP this election season, because voting is still underway, and like you said, the TDP was quick to pick on this particular video, take it to social media and say this is why you need not vote for the YSRCP. Have we heard from the YSRCP as well? Any other netas from the party who've perhaps responded to this?
The version from the YSRCP is that they're standing beside the MLA, and their point is that they blamed the TDP here. The YSRCP says, and I quote, the Tenali MLA went to the polling booth after receiving information that women voters are allegedly getting harassed by TDP workers. The TDP workers abused Sivakumar as well, which led to the clash. The clarification does not really throw light on why the MLA was seen slapping a voter, but the word from the YSRCP side is that the MLA went to the polling booth after he had received inputs that women voters were allegedly being harassed by the TDP karyakartas. Not really a great explanation, because in the video it suggests otherwise. One cannot see women voters over there, but the version coming in from the voter and the ground report is that the voter in fact had raised objections to the MLA jumping the queue and going inside the polling booth, and that's when heated exchange takes place, and in that melee is when the YSRCP MLA was seen slapping the voter, and the voter also hits back.
Okay, all right. So that's a justification, a vague one coming in from the YSRCP, and shocking visuals indeed. You know, they're indicative of VVIP high-handedness amid voting that is currently being witnessed in the state as well. And like Swastika also highlighted, Lokesh Nara, the Chief Minister, the former Chief Minister's son, Chandrababu Naidu's son, has taken to social media. He says voters who say that there is nothing to fear from YSRCP's rowdyism and gundagari, I applaud your courage, and has posted this video as well. Now, of the several reactions that have come in from the TDP, the BJP, they seem to suggest that this is nothing but VVIP high-handedness. This is VVIP arrogance on part of the YSRCP MLA. Would you want to come in, Swastika, a little bit more about the MLA in question, who we have seen in this particular visual set slapping one of the voters, the kind of background he's really seen in the state?
Well, MLA is representing the YSRCP from Guntur district, particularly Tenali constituency, and this is one constituency where the YSRCP is extremely confident of winning. And it is a largely rural constituency. Last time around, the YSRCP had a landslide victory, remember, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, 151 votes, of which a majority of that came from Guntur, which is otherwise known as a TDP stronghold. Particularly in this incident, this has definitely raised a lot of eyebrows. As you mentioned, TDP leader Nara Lokesh, in fact, has reacted. He was the first one to react, saying this is the high-handed attitude with which Jagan and his men have, in fact, fought the elections in Andhra Pradesh and have also led government in the last 5 years. He's also appealing to the voters not to vote. And what is also interesting is there are elections happening both in Telangana and Andhra, but Andhra is seeing a far better turnout as far as the voter percentage is concerned. And in Andhra particularly, it's a neck-and-neck fight between the TDP and the YSRCP. And what is also parallelly happening is an election which is not free of violence. There have been at least four incidents of violence, starting with Kadapa, and then you had Chittoor, where the TDP has alleged that their karyakartas were attacked in Kadapa. In YSRCP, Chittoor, you've seen YSRCP alleging that TDP attacked. So, war of words have been ensuing between both sides.
And unfortunately, these kind of instances, Swastika, do take away the focus from the real battle, the electoral battle, and one hopes that they're not to come across these instances. But that's what's happening on ground zero. Many thanks for taking us through the details. We'll keep coming back to you as and when we pick up more political reactions.